name is Ralph.
And I'm Nikki.
And together we are Krash Karma. And you are watching Pure Metal Gods.
Pleasure. And support Pure Metal Gods, you motherfucking lovely bunch of bastards.
This is Vincent Crowley, and you're listening to Pure Metal of Gods.
Hey, what's going on? This is Valix from Black Pestilence, and you're listening to Pure Metal of Gods magazine.
Hey, this is Mike from Nocturnus AD, and you're listening to Pure Metal Gods.
This from the band called Slave Stage, and you're watching Pure Metal of Gods, motherfuckers!
Matt Cavalera here, man. Sending you good metal vibes. Good luck with your podcast. Good company. Keep it metal. Keep supporting the metal world. The whole universe of metal.
Hey guys, this is Sasha.
And Andre from Major Moments. You're watching Pure Metal of Gods on YouTube.
Rock on!
Hello, my name is Tommi Manninen and this is Stage Open! And you are listening and watching Pure Metal of Gods magazine on YouTube. Let's rock!
Hi guys, this is Dennis Prophecy, and you're listening to your Pure Metal of Gods on yeah! Fuck yeah!
This is Matt Miller.
And this is Jordan Carrollstone.
And you're watching Pure Metal of the Gods magazine on YouTube.
Hey, this is Jeff Patera for that, and you're watching Pure Metal of the Gods. Stay blessed, stay possessed.
This is Pure Metal of Gods. I'm with Krash Karma. I'm Den, your host. I'm with Ralph and Nikki. How are you all?
Great, how you doing?
Tired. Venom Inc. has kept me busy all week.
You got some ink?
Well, I got plenty of them.
Friday night, or what?
Yeah, Ralph, you caught my attention with your guitar and your bass hookup. I mean, yes. How did you come to get that idea?
My dad is an engineer, so he's always fixing stuff. So at an early age, I was accustomed to taking things apart, putting them back together. And I play bass in bands, I play guitar in bands, and sometimes I felt like, hey, what if I can create an instrument that can play both? And so this idea was always in the back of my head, and I had different versions of this instrument. And when we were on tour 2015, we lost our bass player doing a tour. And that's
like we left him in the supermarket. We just lost him and just never found him again. So, yeah.
I thought he got himself impaled on a Hyatt stand.
Oh yeah, maybe it could have been. Yeah.
Decided that I have to build this instrument, and I did it. And ever since, we gave birth to Krash Karma as we know it.
Now it's interesting how you created your instrument. Now I know you talk about your low E string is your bass line, but what about the A string, the D string for like different songs, different pattern progressions?
Okay, I'm also producing our stuff and recording a lot, and it was before I created this instrument. I realized I play probably 90% of all the songs. I use only one string, the E string, and that has sound purposes, because an open A string sounds different than the fifth fret on the E string, which is also an A. For that reason, I started early on to play as much as I can on one string, and that's the E string, because that's the lowest string. So at the end, when I'm at the mixing stages of the songs, it's way easier for me to get a good bass tone that's consistent throughout the songs, instead of, using all the four strings. That's how it started. So once I went through all the songs that I already recorded with the real bass, I realized that a lot of the things I do are on the low E string anyway. So with the guitar now, I had to do more of a sliding motion instead of using the A and the D and the G string. So of course it limits me in some ways, but in some ways I have to also think outside the box, and that makes our songs sound different. But with our musical style, I felt it was appropriate, and very important is in metal you need a clean root note. So if I would have all the other strings go through my bass setup, I would have chords again, because on the guitar I always play chords, power chords most of the time, or major, minor, major third that I throw in. So in order to get that clean root note, I can have only one string go to my bass rig.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. And what about you, Nikki? I mean, how did you take his idea on what he was going to do? I mean, considering you're a drummer and you normally follow a bass player,
Yeah.
I mean, how was the change for you?
Well, it took a minute, but the good thing about it is we played together for a long time, so we're very tight as it is, and we had to change players quite a lot, bass players, because we travel so much. So we were always kind of limited to what that person knew. And we have written tons and tons of songs together. We have a lot of material that we can pull from, but it was always limited to those 8 songs that the bass player we were playing with on that tour knew, and we were kind of like stuck in this thing where we always had to play whatever the weakest link, I would say, knew. So in that sense, it opened up a new world of possibilities for us to get more tight, and it's actually quite amazing now that he has refined his style and learned how to groove with that bass. So it definitely took a minute of adjustment at all, and he's playing both at the same time, so there is a bass. It's not, I'm not lacking that rhythm at all.
Oh, that's cool. Also, I noticed that you're a vocalist too, Nikki. I mean,
Yeah.
I got a couple of friends that are vocalists and that are drummers, like Mike Browning from Nocturnus AD,
Cool.
and but you got a higher tone than doing death metal. I mean, what are your breathing exercises that you're doing?
It's definitely a lot of breathing stuff, because to be able to get the screams, and to be able to play and hold that without passing out, it's a technique. So there is a lot of breathing placement. You really have to learn when to push hard, when to not push so hard, and when to take those breaths and take the pauses. And it takes it's an effort to figure out that in its own right is a practice in itself.
I mean, seriously, I mean, you got a gorgeous voice. I heard like quite a few tracks. I was listening to a few of them. I think the one that really captured me was Surviving the Afterlife.
Yeah, Survive the Afterlife.
Yeah, I really dug that, the way you're grooving on it, and especially the way you guys got your chemistry going. I mean, how did you guys meet? And how long have you guys been jamming together?
We met at a music convention in Anaheim in 2005.
The NAMM show.
Yeah, 19 years ago.
Yeah, long time ago.
Wow.
We were both playing in other bands, and then we just kind of started writing together and doing some stuff, and eventually it just worked that I started playing with drums with him on a tour, and then we decided we wanted to continue making music, and we created Krash Karma, and it's been through many cycles and different things, as all projects do, and you have to grow and come into your own, and so that takes time. And we've been making music together for a long time, and we have a lot of ideas, and it doesn't seem to stop, so that's a good thing.
No, that's true. I actually like that song that you guys did. The other one, I can't remember the song, but I remember the video where your head's in that bird cage.
Yeah.
Ralph.
Bury Me Alive. Yes.
Yeah, that one was really cool. I mean, I know you had to be wearing a green suit, for it being. Were you guys in the desert when you guys filmed
Yeah.
that?
Oh yeah, we were in the desert.
Oh, I got a feel for you, Ralph. I mean, being in that green suit in that heat.
Oh man, it was a good one.
What are you guys working on right now? And I think you guys got a show coming up, if I'm not mistaken. Something that I saw on YouTube.
We have a whole tour coming up. We have one show here in Los Angeles next weekend on the 10th, and then we will be for 2 months. We'll be in Europe throughout Germany, France, Switzerland, Austria, Sweden. So we'll be there for 2 months.
Oh, okay, cool. What, any festivals or?
There's some smaller festivals in there. I'd have to look to see what and where they are. But yes, there's some festival action happening.
Okay, and Ralph, you were saying you're from Germany originally. Am I
Jawohl.
correct? So how long have you been in the States now, if
20
you don't
years.
mind? Oh,
20 years.
okay.
Or 21 years. I grabbed my guitar at some point and I thought I'm gonna go where the sun shines and where's the ocean and where's lots of people playing rock and roll.
Oh, so you went to California.
Well, first I went to Australia, I went to New York, Seattle, San Francisco, and LA. And then at the end I joined a band in Los Angeles and I got my artist visa and I moved here.
Oh, okay. Now I know you guys got like a little following growing here in Texas. I saw it on YouTube. You guys played Austin. So when are you guys gonna make it down to Laredo, Texas?
To Laredo, we haven't been there yet.
Would love to come.
For sure. Yeah, maybe at the end of the year in the fall or next spring probably would be the next time we were heading out on something big.
If you can't make it to Laredo and you go to San Antonio or Corpus Christi, let me know. I'll go over there and I'll meet you guys. You know.
Awesome.
Definitely.
If you guys want, we can go down to the border and go get some Mexican food and all that too.
Awesome. Yes.
Fantastic.
Love Mexican food.
We love Mexico.
Have you guys played any shows in Mexico yet?
Not yet. We're working on it. Yeah.
Okay. I know a couple of promoters over there, so I can pass you their information.
That'd be great.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
So what materials are you guys working on right now? What project, I guess, beside the tours?
Right now we're kind of in this bubble of the social media realm, so we're doing a lot of promotion and we do that to help to promote the tours coming up. So we're kind of in this production state of things, and we're always working on getting our show to the next level and how we can improve and make it better. So besides for the practicing and making our show better and our sounds and tones better, growing the business, growing the music, growing the love.
Yes, I mean, we released our album like when it was like 10 months ago.
Yes, we're still working that album.
We're still working that album.
That's cool. I mean, you know, I passed your music on to a few people last night. They really dug it. They're in El Paso, Texas, and one was over there in I think Ohio. So
yeah, I was Ohio and El Paso before.
Yeah, for sure.
Good people there.
Really? When did you play El Paso?
Been a couple of years now, but we played there quite a few times actually. It's been a while though. We haven't been there probably in like 3 or 4 years.
No,
Longer,
before the pandemic, probably 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, I always forget about pandemic. That doesn't count for time in my head. Just like skipped over.
Yeah, everyone tries to forget the pandemic. What were you guys doing during that time during the pandemic? Anyway, I'm sure that you were. Creating, right?
Writing a lot. Yeah, we were
writing a lot of songs, releasing videos.
Yeah.
We did a lot of social media was our world then. That's all we could do.
I think that's kind of how that whole train started, and it just kind of kept going, you know. So that was the only way we had to connect with the world and still continue to be creative and do what we do. So we utilized it to the best, and you know, it's still a very important part of our lives. These days.
Yes, we gave up our rehearsal room, built our own studio in the garage with a green screen, and set up a whole recording studio. And ever since we call it the Karma Collective Studios.
The Karma Collective Production Suite.
Well, I know I got a kick out of that one that you did on YouTube with the one with the egg in the frying pan and talking back. That was cute, man. I was like, oh, cool. Yeah. Got some skills there.
Yeah.
We have fun. Got to keep ourselves entertained.
You know what? It works. I mean, if you got something catchy like that, it catches someone's attention, and I'm like, I was just focusing on it, talking with, you know, shooting out the words at the same time. I'm like, okay, they got it right on point. So So you guys are going to be doing this festival. After that, are you planning to do any shows in the United States or?
Yeah, in September we're gonna do a 2 week run, and that'll be more like Midwest and upper and north Midwest. So maybe over to the east a little bit, but we won't come down to Texas on that run, unfortunately.
You know what, Nikki? That's just wrong of you. I mean, you're avoiding my state.
I know.
Absolutely, I think so too.
We'll have to get it in there, but the states are in little pockets, so we'll get to you.
Well,
We
hopefully,
definitely will come back to Texas. We always have a good time in
For
Texas.
sure.
from what I saw, just in Austin, you guys had a good following. So,
For sure.
where did you play exactly in Austin? I know it's somewhere on 6th Street.
Come and get it.
Yeah, come and take it.
Come and take it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That
Yeah.
was the last night.
So this is your first time in Austin, or you been here before?
No.
We've been to Austin quite a bit.
Yeah, we played South by Southwest a bunch of times. We used to play Headhunters, Red Eyed, Fly,
Yeah.
the Red Seven. What else? The Gorilla Fest. Oh man.
All kinds of things. We go to Austin. We used to go to Austin quite a lot. But
Well,
we
you need-
like it.
Well, we're gonna have to get you down to Laredo or San Antonio or Corpus.
Sure.
You know.
We
I think-
definitely played in San Antonio a couple times
Yes.
too, but that's also been a while. Back with One Eyed Doll, we used to play with her.
Oh, okay.
She's from that area.
When you were in El Paso, who did you guys open with?
One Eyed Doll, that was who we played with there for sure. And there was another band too, but I'm
We
spacing
played
on the
a
name.
bunch of shows with.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Yeah.
That one chick. I'm spacing on her name. Also a female fronted band.
So how can people get a hold of your material besides, the streaming services, all that? I know you got a website.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
we have a website. If you feel like buying a CD or a shirt, then go to a webpage, crashkarma.com, and it's Crash with a K. And anywhere else.
Yeah, I mean, our website has the links to everything else, so, but if you're on YouTube, any of the social media, Spotify, wherever you'll find us, it's just Krash Karma, Crash. Come and follow us. We have lots of adventurous things going on all the time. And, yeah, that's where you can find us. Pretty easy.
Okay, cool. So is there like a certain song that you guys are really pushing right now?
Yes, Survive the Afterlife.
Oh, okay, my favorite song.
There you
Awesome.
go.
Yes, that's the song of the hour.
Okay. Are you guys using like DistroKid or CD Baby or?
We have a record label in Italy that put out our last album.
Okay. So if I play the song, you can get permission, put it on the whitelist?
Yep.
Yes.
For sure.
Okay, cool. That way, because what I do it on YouTube, and then I'm getting bigger on TikTok, believe it or not. So
Awesome. Yeah.
so I'll put the video on both YouTube and TikTok.
Exactly. So if you put it on, usually on YouTube asks you, hey, you don't have the rights. Somebody else will collect the rights on our behalf. And then you just say yes, it's okay.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, just do you guys got like TikTok or?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
We're on TikTok. We just got banned today again.
Yeah, we get banned like every other day.
Yes.
How do you get banned on TikTok?
That's our content is too violent for TikTok. People get hurt.
I don't know. Yeah.
Are
We even censored this one out,
No, I
and they
mean,
still banned us.
we didn't get banned, but our videos get taken down a
Yeah.
lot.
So you're basically abusing them in the bird cage again. Am I right?
Yeah. They don't like that.
Man, I still can't get over that. I mean, when I saw the video and you in the bird cage, I'm like, this dude, he got to be going crazy to be wearing that green suit in the desert.
Yes.
And I got to carry his head in a cage. That was super fun.
But at the end, our van got stuck behind a dune. So we had to walk back to the place where we stayed for miles and miles in the dark.
In wedding dresses. It was
Yes.
fun.
with our
Oh,
instrument.
wait, okay. How did you guys get stuck?
Because the van cannot be in the shut. We had to park the van a little further away. So I left the main street and parked behind the dune. And I was just rolling downhill.
It was like
And
a
then
sand, what is this? Quicksand.
almost quicksand. But when the sun went down and we wanted to drive home, I had to get the van. But the wheels were spinning. There was nowhere to get out. So we called a tow truck, and the tow truck said, I cannot get you out. You're off the street.
Yeah,
So
we got denied by like
we got
3
denied.
tow truck companies.
So at the end, we got some knives out of our van because there was coyotes, and apparently they're dangerous. And then we knew what direction our house. Like we had an Airbnb for the night, like 2 miles to the desert, and then we walked back. And then we
That was
drove.
fun.
And we drove with the car of our camera dude to a Home Depot, and we got a bunch of planks and stones.
I would have just got some chains.
Backed the van up.
No, I would
Yeah,
have just
we-
got some chains, and it would have probably been cheaper just to pull it out
With what?
with your buddy's vehicle that you guys
Yeah,
went to.
he has like a tiny little Camry or something, and we
Yeah,
have like
yeah.
this 2-ton van.
That was too far away. It was too far away from the street. There was no chain or anything that would have reached over there.
We would have got him stuck too, or ripped his bumper off.
Yeah, we were a big van.
Wow.
But adventures in the desert. It's always fun. Something always.
But at the end, we got those stepping stones. You know, we built a porch out of those stones that we bought from.
Yeah, we multi-purpose to the stones we bought.
Well, there you go. I mean, money well spent then.
Yes.
So I noticed you've done quite a bit of covers, like from Metallica to I think it was AC/DC, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, all your influences.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's kind of the idea why we do it, just to show people where we're coming from and have some relatability of where our music comes from. But we don't play covers. Like if we play covers live, we usually play one cover. So we're not a cover band, and this is what we always want to make sure people know. But we just want to show them our influences and show them where we come from and the things that we love.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you this. Okay, like me and my friends, we're trying to decide what style of music you are, and it's kind of you guys got like you're cross mix between metal, new metal. I mean, I don't even know where to label you guys. Maybe just modern metal. I mean, how do you describe your band to like someone that you're meeting for the first time out on the streets?
We tell them we're the white stripes of metal.
Yeah, the white stripes of metal. I mean, we pretty much just say rock metal because metal is such a broad thing, and we that's where our influences come from. But we also come from a school of punk as well, so all of this kind of fits into our style, and you can definitely see it. So, but metal is a broad term, and I would say we fit under that umbrella.
Okay. Maybe heavy metal. I mean, because you guys are heavy, it is
Heavy
metal.
We have a lot of influences all over, and we bring that in.
Yeah, it's always definitely difficult to say. Yeah, what's the draw you?
Oh, we froze again.
Yeah, I guess today I'm just having a bad internet day. So far, I mean, I've liked a couple of the songs, especially the rendition that you did of Cobra Kai, Strike Force.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that one was really cool. And I think my other favorite one was Metal's the Way. That one was a cool.
This is the
So,
way.
yeah.
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 Yes, that goes back to the pandemic when we were sitting there watching one series after the other. Like, let's write a song about Cobra Kai because we really like Cobra Kai. And then same with Mandalorian. You gotta write a song. This is the way.
No, it worked. I mean, when I heard him, I was like, "Oh, this guy's cool."
Yeah.
Well, it's also connecting with fans on a different level, like, because we all love the same music, but there's other things in life and pop culture, these are the things that we like in pop culture. So we like to draw those same kind of people together and have those commonalities. And that's what music is good for, bringing people together.
No, I definitely agree with that. You know, I think you said it right there. Music is just it just meshes everyone together. I mean, you can be in anywhere in the world, and what is one thing that we all have in common? It's the music.
Yeah, that's a
Mhm.
beautiful thing.
It's the language that we speak.
No,
And
it
that's why
is.
it's really hard to always say genres and boundaries, is because we try to break those everywhere we go. We just try, we are just speaking our language, and the language is music, and how that comes out incorporates all the styles that have been a part of our lives thus far, and that we continue to grow from that and learn and incorporate it into our music.
I'm gonna ask you, and this is gonna sound stupid, but since you guys have been playing as a twosome, uh, what like boundaries have you guys broke between yourselves? I mean, considering there's not a third person there, but he is the third person. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, we get to we have to try everything, you know. So with every song that we write, we have kind of limitless possibilities. I can be the main singer, he can be the main singer. With his instrument, he can create different sounds that don't even sound like a guitar or a bass if we really wanted to, you know. So the for that, I think it is boundless. Where we come into boundaries would be more like playing crazy guitar solos or keyboard solos or something like that. But he's got that pretty on lock too these days.
I felt like whenever we break boundaries is when I write a riff that's really smart in a way where I play and it sounds like two or three people.
Yeah.
Because I use some pitch effects, and that's when I know, like, okay, that's gonna be a good riff. And then people are like, "There's no way you playing this alone."
Yeah.
Yes, I do. And I mean, of course, if you listen to a recording on Spotify, on YouTube, you don't know how many times I recorded a part. But if you come to a live show, and that's where it's at, then you realize really what the craftsmanship behind all of this. And then you learn to appreciate what we do.
Yeah,
And
it's
this
definitely
is-
about the live show.
And this is always what I feel when we're in the studio in the rehearsal room and we write a new riff, and I know, like, man, this riff blows my mind. And people see when we play it live, then it's gonna be, it's gonna connect.
No, I definitely can see that. I mean, even when I was hearing and I was seeing some of the stuff that you were doing off the guitar, I was like, I mean, I wouldn't have thought of some of the riffs that you did because I mean, I'm used to playing with, three other people and it's
Yeah.
just you and her and I'm like